5 seconds remaining.
Till they're ready, have the timings right for those team fights you're talking about. So it's just about controlling your side of the map, getting the levels, and having a good bit of fun.
Yep. We'll get this. He can maybe get it. If he gets it,
oh no,
he got it.
Oh boy, oh boy.
That's so big.
It didn't even walk the right way, and now crit.
Oh,
well, you did take out the courier, but can you get more? Miracle, orbs down. Now the sun ray turned on by Kaka, but he can't control the power of the sun. And it looks like the IO will be escaping. Scot-free after taking. And Notel rotates into mid. Yeah, they're trying to force NewBee to move to them. Chuan's gonna get Dream called up. Kaka turns on the Sunray Miracle. He's burning pretty heavily, and Notel can't really afford to die here either.
Well,
he's going underneath Kaka. Disruption wall is there, and you can say goodbye to Notel. First blood going the way of NewBee. Miracle will be able to escape as he went the long way around to get to that top rune area.
Yeah, that was pretty greedy by OG there. They thought that they could get that kill, but Puck had already used most of his other spells, and it's just a free catch-up basically from killing an enemy hero. It was only a level 5, so it didn't cost much, but...
They go on mid, Chuan's gonna send him away. The Sun Ray tries to keep Mu alive. That Dark Troll stamina, it does do enough with the help of Drow. They're all over him.
Dude, she's hitting really hard right now with the Vendor on top of this. 20% bonus damage with her ultimate. Damn. It's
the classical restaurant. You have BS, Beastmaster Dro.
Yep.
The only thing we're missing right now is almost having like an alacrity buff up from an Invoker.
And the best thing about this strat for OG is it's very similar to what they've been playing all week. 5-man strats. The difference is that it's not about heals, it's mostly about damage. So it's kind of cool to see the difference.
Miracle jumps up. He wants to keep Chuan out of this. And he's going to be able to, actually, as he hits the orb attack, Chuan takes so much damage!
Oh, great bottle.
They're going to be able to pick up the Acre, so Dro Ranger now actually has some extra life.
Yeah, KP absolutely kept the Disruptor alive there. Miracle a little out of position.
He's going to jump straight back in. You know what he's here for. He came over for Chuan, and the Storm is down. Miracle's going to get caught inside that equipment. Keeps the tether up, and with a swamp out from flank.
Oh, they do it!
To a better position. OG! They are styling on NewBee, and already the Shadow Dance has to be burned from Hao. He's getting body blocked up by Fly. He'll pounce out inside the pit. They know he's down there. They can't reveal him yet. The gust will happen, but Hao's on the run.
He will do the old use his legs and walk away after the cliff jump.
You're still very happy with this as OG. You got to observe all. They see everything move. The fresh pulling that into the Nova and a perfect Storm. Miracle, Notel the caught to relocate out. He got him in time. Miracle got sent all the way back home. Notel will still trigger. That was the Aegis Immortal. But you burnt your raw already. Fly comes in. He's got swap available. Notel instant cast over onto Kaka as well as Hao. And Hao, well, there is no Shadow Dance. Moo wants to get back and reach the T1 tower. But now Miracle, Dream Call. They have to send. They have to fight NewBee, but Chuan is down. The wall is up as well from KP. Trying to zone OG out of this engagement. And KP, the gust is going to hit him. The balls are on his tail, but KP will have to surge himself away. He can't actually save through. Not when the cold arrows are continuously hitting. And they actually bring down the Tidehunter. How's back to fight, but he's gone as well. NewBee losing everything.
Oh my god.
Full kill for Notel. NewBee, they tried to get it out. They thought maybe it was a good idea to stay. And it definitely was not.
That was such a clutch fight. Crit absolutely saved everything. He pulls out Puck, keeps Puck alive, where Puck was almost guaranteed dead. Definitely gonna die without the relocate. And then the Aegis on the Drought, that was the other person that was left over. It bought him enough time as well for the relocate to return, so it was a straight up 5v5 fight instead of a 3v5 until the relocate returned. And then somehow Drought just killed everybody.
This is so huge now, because also Notel, that Dragonlance I was talking about, this is actually going high ground. The damage is ridiculous, and they're going to keep it up. Here comes the Phoenix, but Kaka easily gushed. Moo wants to jump in too. They've at least locked him inside the 10 with the rolls on KP. KP's going down. OG, they're inside the base. Notel's doing more work. He'll end up dying. Crit can't keep him alive. So they've lost Dro. They've lost their buff up. Fly, the Dream Call will trigger. How, however, stunned up. He's going to go down. Drove by his back. He's almost asking for more and more, but they actually missed relocate. Do they want to bring him in? He's relocating forward, going for Chuan. No, who does will hold him. They go for the rack. They're going to finish it. Moon inside the Sun Ray. Jump from Miracle. He cancels it off. Chuan's here, but then over. He'll trigger just in the nick of time. Chuan, he can't survive. The top rack is gone. We're 16 minutes in. NewBee are forced to use multiple buybacks to defend inside their base, and still OG get out.
They killed Phoenix? Dude, the creeps killed Phoenix?
Yeah, it was the Necros who were in there too.
Oh, and he used Sunray as well, so he was lowering his own HP.
Yeah.
What just happened? Oh, like the game looks topsy-turvy, but all of a sudden when that... Fine. But with the Venge and the IO, if they just use those heroes to limit the effectiveness of those teamfight ultimates, NewBee's draft is completely countered. Heals wouldn't be able to do it though.
OG are coming. They're hoping that NewBee will defend the tier 2 tower on bot lane, or have someone just slightly walk out, a little bit out of position. They saw Kaka for a very short moment, and with the Hawk up, they see everything.
They see it, they know.
There's no defensive dive ward up, so Moo surging out the Raw. It's over on Chwan. Necrobooked as well. This means there's no storm for the fight. Chwan's almost dying, in fact, just a solo Necrobook with the Hawk up. Are they going to chase it even further? Hal has to trigger up his Shadow Dance, so the initiation comes, they don't find a kill, but it means that NewBee's defense of the tier 2 tower will be in vain. This is a tier 2 tower to OG, as well as Roshan's still dead.
I don't know if they can take this here. Like, they needed to get a kill with their initiation, and Puck did not follow up on Moon going in, because if he did, they just static storm 2 heroes with the Ravage, and they could easily win the fight. So he forced some stuff, they lost the melee Necro, they delayed the Disruptor, but if the creep wave wasn't in position and...
Try and wrap around the back, that's their aggressive scan, looking to see if NewBee is still posturing there.
They found him. They know where they are. They know how to take the fight. Do they still want to fight it though? They do definitely.
Oh, God. He loves this ward. He put it down again. It doesn't break the smoke just yet, however. They're still too close. Chwan gets jumped on. There it is again. Moo, the primary target that disrupts the snowstorm again for this fight. Miracle. He'll also go in with a BKB. He's pretending in Kaka has no idea what to do. Moo also. He'll trigger off the Ravage. The Nova will be dropped at the same time. Then Nova will not complete. Miracle is a double kill. Moo will drop as well. This game looks like it's practically over.
Yeah, they can just go mid right now. There's no buybacks on NewBee. They could take Roche, but why do that when you can get a second Rax at 24 minutes? This Drow strat is completely paying off. They all have BKBs, they have auras, they picked off one of the crucial teamfight elements right at the start, which is the silence. And without Static Storm, Ravage is not enough damage. It's really just set up for the Disruptor.
Does OG actually go for the GG now? The tier 2 towers are still up on the bottom lane, so they can't force the Megas, but Ravage is down. You don't have that big ability.
Ravage is down, they got the Rax, take Aegis for free. Absolute free Roche, and that's it.
Make the most out of that Dragonlance.
Well, they do have some heals. Crit's got 2 urns and 2 bottles and a wand, so trading his health a little bit here is completely worth it.
Meanwhile, the top lane and the mid lane continue to pressure in. Another BKB is up for Fly. A 309 support VS, who's currently dishing out about 250 damage.
God, that's so ridiculous. And they're trying to keep the Phoenix slow. Miracle keeps poking at him, and that's because it gives him a better shot of just bursting him down in the later fight.
This chip to victory. No-Tail will outrun the Sunray.
So that's a problem with No-Tail in the Drow here. He's winning, so he has too much HP, so Sunray does more damage.
I don't want to see that as a bad point for a Drow. She just keeps chipping away at this building as well.
Alright, this is basically their last chance. If this tower goes down,
they have to jump.
They have to jump.
House ready. He jumps, he finds No-Tail. Remember, there's your BKB. Aegis Immortal is still available for No-Tail, but House at least gets the BKB reaction out.
Yeah, really nicely done by Hal there. And now, OG's going to be a little unsure if they want to proceed.
Okay. NewBee's not unsure. Moo just blinks up on top of the hill, but OG's already backed out.
Well, OG can just wait 60 seconds or so. They did lose a 9-second BKB, but 8, just about as good.
You still have to keep your eyes on the tier 4 towers. They're going down to the creep waves more, but Aegis Immortal is still there. Moo gets reeled back, but Hal jumps forward. Fly will put himself in a sacrifice position. He still got his own BKB as well as 4 staff available, so he wants to force off and not burn his BKB charge.
Very patient. I would have popped my BKB like 25 seconds earlier than that. That would scared the hell out of me. So they still haven't used their BKBs. Nobody died here. Crit's going to be pretty low on regen because of this, which means he can't really give much regen to other people, but they do.
25k worth of net worth behind No-Tail. There's the jump. Crit stays on him. Remember that Aegis still on him for a long, long time. And now, can they find it? No-Tail will trigger the BKB. They lose the IO, and No-Tail's still hiding in the tree lines, but so is Miracle. He's waiting for his chance to jump. They'll get a 3-man coil-off. Hal might be initiating on the back lines. And now, well, Hal, he is low. He tries to run himself away the gun. From No-Tail, he keeps the damage flying out the board, makes straight down to the Ravage from Moo, doesn't create enough space. Only Moo to die, and Miracle, well, there it is. GG, well played. We don't even hit half an hour on this game. OG will take the series 2-1 over what looked to be the invincible Chinese team.
They had to hurry the schedule along, man. Epicenters